Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to We Build New America. And thank you guys, Harper. Thank you guys for everyone that's watched. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And so that I can keep you content like that. And yesterday we mentioned about how the bank make mistake and how the guy did to return the money. He was believed that he was doing the right thing. And no hate of that, but I was gonna say for myself before I called the bank. I was gonna be debt free. I'm gonna call all my debt and then pay them free. My student loan, my car note, my insurance. I'm gonna be clean to pay everything. The rest you can go to court and get adjustment or payment plan, and me I be good. So basically, I be working my way only to pay that debt. But at the meantime, I'm gonna be debt free for the house, and next thing you know, I can make a payment plan, and next thing it may take me 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, who cares? But at the end of the day, I'm debt free. So that's what's matter. And today we're gonna see a different opposite story where the woman actually spend that money and then
asking the question, what would you do if you checked your bank account and suddenly found out you were a millionaire? That happened to a former Louisiana sheriff's dispatcher, and instead of notifying the bank, well, she quickly moved the cash into another account, used it to buy a home and an SUV. Kellen Spadoni, who you see here, was arrested for theft and tonight is facing a lawsuit from Charles Schwab after she ignored several of their attempts, they say, to contact her and get the money back. Night court is now in session with civil rights attorney Robert Patillo and criminal.
Wait, is it theft? I didn't know it was a theft. Well, if somebody give me that money, I thought it was donation. So I thought it was donation. It's not my responsibility to find out where that money come from. It's not my responsibility to ask her why there's money in my account. It's my responsibility whatsoever to do what the best for the money. Okay? If the money put in my account, I'm gonna use it because it's my account. And whatever happened is you can be human error. It can be management issue. That's your problem. My issue is that is my money, and when it's clicking in my account and it's clear, is mine. I can do whatever I please. But here's the kicker. That's what happened to her. Um, that's what happened to her. They reach out to her and she didn't reply. That's the thing that's going back to her. Me as myself, is that thing happened to me? If they reach out to me, I would probably said, okay, I see them in my account, I use it. I thought it was a pay check for my income for my social security and stuff like that. But it's not. I don't have to question the money. I don't have to. You guys made the mistake and I take advantage of that. If they sue me for that and then now they arrest me, that's not the case because now it's not theft for stealing money because you put it there for me. But I'm using it. So we're gonna dive into it because this is twisted.
Defense attorney Brian Claypool, welcome to you both.
Thanks, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Let's start here with Exhibit A. On February 23rd, Schwab meant to transfer $82.56 into a Fidelity brokerage account, services account, but the company instead transferred $1,205,619, court records said. So, Robert, is their mistake?
Is their mistake, but that does not mean you have a legal right to that amount of money. Even best case scenario, if you were able to keep it, good luck explaining to the IRS where $1.2 million came from and paying the taxes on that. This is no different than finding someone's wallet and deciding to keep it when they ask for it back. Or if a Brinks truck accidentally dropped money off at your door, it does not mean that you are legally entitled to it. There's legal precedents on it where people back in the old days would cash those publishers clearinghouse checks that came to your house and occasionally bank to allow the transaction to go through. But then later on, when they figured out the funds were not there, they would reverse it. So though I understand that most people don't.
Okay, so what he said, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was illegal to do that. But again, it's a human mistake, it's a human error. And the thing is, I can sue them for mentally because at the end of the day, you put me in a situation that's a millionaire but it's not a millionaire status. And the next thing you know, I feel the pressure is the money is mine. But when I check, is the money is not mine. And then I feel pressure to return the money because the money is not mine. Now I made a state that I thought I would receive a payment, but now the payment is not really mine, so I cannot focus on anything else since I feel robbed for money that's supposed to be allegedly give it to me, even though they made that mistake. But I think I'm a millionaire status, but now I'm not. Since then, I'm unaware to behave properly. That's a way I'm gonna be able to put it in a court for me to say I was mentally challenging. So to see if that can, like, for example, for damage, because like I said, the last video, the band don't care. They take all the money that even if you 50,000 or $50 or $10 to tell you, hey, thank you for your support. The guy that's returned the 50 billion, they didn't even give him one penny left. They took all the money and give it back. Okay, the bank can, at least for as a courtesy, they can give at least 100 to 100. If they give him 100 to 100, the guy will be okay, he did a good deed. But the guy yesterday, he felt like he get robbed twice, mentally and money wise. Okay, mentally because he thinks it's a billionaire status, and money wise because at least they think that he's doing the right thing. They can honor his his life by giving him something or a advantage or prove it from the bank because of a good mass judgment and so on and so forth. Nope, nothing. That's why when you sign a bank, you sign the paper, they say if any time the money drive to you and that it wasn't your money and the bank make a mistake, you're entitled to return that money, and if you're not, you're able to go to jail. That's why she get arrested for, because she signed the paper and then she don't know what the paper meant, and now she violated. Now she's entitled to return that money.
Don't have sympathy for big banks in situations like this, you don't have a legal right to it, and you're going to end up getting in more trouble than it's worth.
It sounds like she is right now, innocent until proven guilty, but facing a lot of charges. Exhibit B, then, we go to. The company argues in its lawsuit that Spadoni's account contract with Schwab, now this came from the Charles Schwab account, includes an agreement that if a client receives an overpayment of funds, the client is required to return the full amount. Brian.
Well, Shannon, first thing I'm going to do in the morning, I'm running over to Charles Schwab. I'm setting up my account there, and then fingers crossed, I get $1 million. Anyway, all kidding aside, last time I checked, we have a criminal court of law, not a moral court of law. And morally, this woman is incorrect, and she should do the right thing and transfer the money back. But the law is on her side, believe it or not, and I think it's going to trump that agreement that she signed that she probably...
Yeah, remember that I say the agreement she signed? That's why she felt trapped, because he signed the paper, won't open that account. So whenever there's a mistake, since you signed the paper, you they bring that contract to you, you should honor the contract. So now it's backfired at you. So in a moral, she felt wrong, but in criminal, she got the right to do whatever you want because the money is on her account under her name, and the guy that has an account that's usually had that money cannot have that money if it violated. So basically, it's the bank situation to come in court to balance it out. So she signed the contract, she violated her contract. So that's why I see it.
didn't even know what she signed, probably didn't even know what she read. But real quick, theft, felony theft is the charge. That means that this woman had to deprive money of someone else without their consent. Charles Schwab sent her the money, so that charge is going to get dropped. The last charge against her is bank wire fraud. Again, she has to show an intent to deprive Charles Schwab of money. Last time I checked, Charles Schwab made a mistake and sent the money to her. So
that's what I was thinking, because yesterday that I mentioned I'm gonna use that fund because I didn't do nothing wrong. The bank do that. The bank use their knowledge, is their job to be competent enough to make sure the number matches before to do transaction 2 or 3 times. If they're wrong in doing their job, it's not me to fix you when you have even no qualification. First of all, to tell you what to do, and I have no training. Second of all, for the job, and now you're telling me I have to pay back for someone mistake that she or he shouldn't do in the first place because it's my money. At the end of the day, it's my money and my money alone. And nobody, regardless of what you tell me, to tell me that I have to return that money. Moral, I have to return it. Criminal, you guys make a mistake because now you make a mistake from the bank that you have incompetent employee to do the job. Now you lose credibility while at the meantime you're trying to make me pay for someone else's mistake. If someone take my money and they put someone else's account, that's their mistake. They need to fix that. If someone take that money and put in my account, that's still that mistake because I didn't know anything that I wasn't part of it. All I gotta know, I take privilege from it and I was guaranteed and that money is mine and it's clear my account. So basically it's their mistake, not mine.
In the real world, she might walk free and she might have $1.2 million and she might have a wrongful termination case against the sheriff's department for firing her. They shouldn't have done that.
Well, she's got a world of trouble to fight her way out of now. I mean, Brian, maybe she'll call you up. You are the defense attorney of all defense attorneys. You've made your case. Robert has made his. And we're told, by the way, detectives have been able to get back about 75% of the money. So maybe there'll be some goodwill there. I don't know. Robert and Brian, thank you for your.
So they give back 75 of that money. Anyway, guys, the good thing about it is that if your moral value does depend even perspective, if you have the moral value, return the money. And if you're in a tough situation, it's up to you because many people are struggling. If you end up having $100,000 or a couple million in the bank account and you're behind the bill and you're behind the rent, my advice to you, use the money, pay the rent, get ahead of yourself, and next thing you know, whatever come afterward, you can deal with that in the meantime. But you're in a tough situation and then you need a bailout plan, and that was your bailout plan, and you use it automatically. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have trouble either way. One, you're gonna be trouble mentally because you receive $1 million, you gotta give it back, and even though you know it wasn't yours in the first place, now you feel like drained because now you know most likely you're not gonna have that much money in your bank account. Second of all, and then if you return that money, and then now you feel bad because you return it, and the bank not gonna give you no reward. But if you use that money, now you feel already yourself because you pay for to pay your bill, or for example to get ahead of yourself, a heads up, and now they become after you because they're gonna now close your account, arrest your job, or garnish your paycheck if they can. So because they want that money back because they piece of somebody that shouldn't be piece of, or somebody get mad because they should get mad. And at the meantime, the bank lose the credibility and then back and forth as a fight. And guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Give me a like, share it, and see you guys.